Welcome to Wood Chips Wood Carving. We will be working on a simple relief carving of a flower today, and hope you can be able to see that at least somewhat. There you go. And we're going to do again in 2 parts using the Flexcut 11-piece set, and I'll be calling out the numbers as I'm using them. And next one we'll probably be doing is going to be hopefully a deer pattern that I'm looking at. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, and now I did blow this up again so you can be able to see it a lot easier. This is probably another half times the size of what the pattern will be. And it's on basswood. Picked up a piece of basswood yesterday that was approximately 8 inches wide by 8 foot long for $22. So it's very reasonably priced. And I got that from Woodcraft. So I will be using the larger V tool. It's a number 307, and I'll be going around just cutting around the outside here. When doing a relief carving, you always want to get rid of your what I like to call background wood, really, because this is the wood that is going to be getting cut away so we can come up with our design. And we'll be taking this down to approximately about again 1/4 of an inch to 5/16 of an inch. So you can see how I'm just going ahead and just cutting back and being careful of not trying to cut through the lines. I did copy this with copying paper on here from a paper design and using pencil, but then I went back in and used the ink pen so you can be able to see it a whole lot easier. Yeah. Use some old school copying paper that got from the local office supply store. It's a carbon paper. Again, I don't like to, I don't like to do it, glue the pattern to the wood. Some people do like to do that. I don't like to do that. All right, so we got that done, and I'm going to be taking my 401 SK, and it's got a little bit more of a contour to it. I'm just going to go back in here and take out what I don't want. You don't have to, you can actually go in and do something like that and then basically leave like a 1/4 inch frame around it if you want to. Sort of just dig down into it by leaving that frame there. Again, it's got the nice little fishtail right there, so I can be able to get into little nooks and crannies like that and be able to get out what I want to get out of. Oh, thinking about it, I might even take it deeper than 5/16 on this one here, because we're going to do some undercutting is to help enhance with some detail on this, where we didn't really do that with the other one, with the oak leaf. Just start enhancing, you know, a little bit as we go by here and learn more. going back to the V tool right here so I could just be able to get my cut down deeper. Again, going back to the 401. I have a hard time doing that. I don't like to do just one, try to do one hand. Just tapping down on it lightly to help with the stop cut. Doesn't hurt anything. I wouldn't use the mallet on it. Going back to the V-tool again, going deeper again. Pretty much whenever you're doing a relief carving, you're gonna start with getting rid of the excess wood to bring out your carving. That's, I call it relief carving. You're relieving the wood and leaving the design. On that as well. Again, you get much cleaner cuts with a cutting knife, wood carving cutting knife. Let's see here. Yeah, one like that. That one's made by Flexcut as well. But I am not going to be using it on here. At this time anyway. See, what's nice is on here, if you can be able to see it fairly well, you got the V right there, and you can actually run this flat side against your pattern, and cutting with this side right here, being able to cut away from it and still giving it a pretty clean cut next to your pattern. The V-tool, all your tools have got different methods of being able to use it. It just takes a while to get used to being able to do things like that. see right here that my leaf just chipped away on me, but that's all right. I've already got a good part of it in here. So what I'm going to do so you can be able to see it better is just draw it back in here. Yeah, if you're going to do the frame around here, then I would suggest, going around just like that. So that way you know where your boundary is, where your cuts have got to stop at. And I'm going again back to the 401. Did you see that one flipped up? See if I can draw that piece back in there again. I'm back at the 307 again. Just digging around some more around the pattern here. I'd like to try to keep it as clean as possible. You know, around the carving. That way, you know, none of my ink lines or something come, you know, I need on there, but it just seems to make it easier to clean it keep it clean as you go than having to come back all at once when you've finished up with, you know, digging all this out of here. Cleaning up again with my 307. See, it's trying to splinter as I go up, so I'm coming back down the other way. And it's starting to come along. Back to the 307V tool again, just to help clean that up. And a lot of questions get asked, you know, how deep do you take it down? You know, you're carving. And it really, the answer is really, it depends on what you're working on. There's a lot of detail in there, then you would take it down quite a bit, especially if you want to get like undercutting, or like the flower here, you really want to make the petals stick out, and so you do some what's called undercutting, you know, to do that. So you would, you know, go maybe 3/8, 7/16 deep on it, just really depending on how far you want to take it. Right now, I'd say we're probably about 3/8 deep. No, I mean, not 3/8. 3/16 deep, not 3/8. I'm just gonna go around here and do some more cleaning up and taking it down just a little bit farther. Just coming along pretty good. Come back to the B tool again, do some cleaning up. Taking it a little bit deeper. Because I really want to show you how to do some undercutting and again, going back to the 401. Back to my 307 V tool, just clean up. Trying to make sure I have about the same depth as I have up here all the way around here. What I love is there's not a whole lot that you can't do with wood carving. You can do pictures like I have up here. There's my daughter on a horse that I've been working on a carving on. And then there's my buddy's dog. I'm working on that one as well. One of the ones I would love to be able to do in the future is a nice one of the Lord's Supper. Okay, I'm going to say we've got that thing down pretty far. If we need to take it down farther, we can later on down the road. Going back to the V-tool. You can see there's some smaller areas that I haven't been able to get into with the tools that I've been using here. there are some. This is, I can't even really show it to you on the camera because it is so small. This is a number 803 small V tool. It's going to help me get into these really small areas here that I can't really get into with the bigger one. And this does come in the 11-piece set. What I do like about this set is it comes with some bigger tools, but also some smaller tools. And I will say that the 11-piece set and the 21-piece set, they both have different tools in them. So, if you're expecting to get the same, if you bought one, you get the other one, you're going to have the same tools in it. They do not. They have different tools in them. That's why I bought both sets. And if you do want to buy more blades for them, or whatever, handles, you can get the newer catalog. I've got the 2022 catalog, and if you just order the blades separately, they're roughly in the area of about $14 to say $16, $17 a piece different. But that's generally the price range of them, of the blades. be a little bit too big for what I'm trying to do here. Okay, just a couple strokes on there. Then that's all we pretty much need. That's a little bit wide. Back to the small V tool. And that number on the small V is 803. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch straight. It's the 329 number here to try to just get rid of some of this in here. Going back to my small V tool again. I do highly recommend that you do get a cutting knife. Okay, well, we're down there pretty deep. What I'm doing is I'm using the V also to, you know, sort of go down into the carving, like right there, to be able to give it some of that sharp angle for detail that you're going to need anyway, right down into the carving. Okay. All right. So that down, you know, pretty good. And you can be able to, you know, do a little bit more cleanup. Especially as you get lower down, you know, you can be able to get farther down in these areas because they're pretty tight to, you know, to try to get down into. And there are other tools that we could use to, you know, to be able to do that, but they're actually in a different kind of set. Flexcut does make a micro set of wood carving tools as well, and they're really nice. What we're going to do now is we're going to go around here in the center, and we're going to start working the center. We're going to take the center down a ways. I'm going to say probably 1/8 inch to 3/16, because the way the pedals are, they're going to curve right into that. So we want to try to give it you know, a good realistic look to it. And the centerpiece is actually going to be sort of round, like rounded. And to be able to just come on back here and start rounding it off a little bit, you can use your straight tool, just shaving it ever so carefully, because when you start trying to take out a little bit more than just a little bit of shavings, you're going to end up splintering it. Go ahead and grab our 803 again, small V tool, and take it down a little farther. So we can be able to work on that as we go down with the pedals too as well. So we see how, you know, you have the pedals that go underneath right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with the top pedals. Splinter on me. Alright. So we got that. We got this one here. I'm going to come back from this side. This one here. This one here. All right. Then we got this one right here. And this one here actually comes out here, but it goes underneath that one. So I just need to sort of, you know, pay attention to that kind of details. All right. All right, and all right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop, and we're going to do part 2 here, and get the pedals cleaned up and work on the leaves. And until we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching this video.